Hey, what's up? What's up? You know what it is. It's your boy, the Realist Rican. Welcome back to another episode of Chemistry of a Bodybuilder, brought to you by the Realist Budcast. G-Rock, you think it sees what's going on? What are you doing? Well, today's episode ran into a little bit of technical difficulty. First minute and a half of the interview got deleted, so bear with me here. Today's episode is with Jesus Gutierrez, aka Zeus El Padrino of the Be Alpha Wear squad. Man's a fucking inspiration. I've never seen anybody hit the stage and dominate the way he did. Just destroyed the competition. They wanted nothing to do with him. So I'm gonna let you all watch this interview, and I hope you enjoy it. Before we move on, of course, I want to give a big shout out to the Be Alpha Wear family, sponsors and affiliates, and friends of the show today. Of course, Be Alpha Wear. Be you, be alpha, get that shit, you know what I'm saying? Real water, always good to drink that real water, baby, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, stay medicated with that good antibiotics. Still looking out. Y'all send us some free shit. Let's get this going. But with that being said, as I said, Zeus, fucking inspiration, bro. You destroyed it. You crushed it. Mr. Vegas, baby. Let's keep it going. Let's bring some more hardware home to the alphas, baby. Hope y'all enjoy the episode.
Yeah, I started bodybuilding about 3 years ago. Been here in the gym tough for about 6. Then I met Rudy. I used to just see him all the time at the gym. And, I'm not the type of person that goes up and just talk to people. I always I just keep to myself because I'm just at the gym to make a difference for myself. I'm not there to really converse and talk too much or be on social media. So, but finally one day he won his show that caught my attention, and I was like, man, I was amazed on how good his whole prep was, because I kind of was following him, just peeking at him, and he looked really good in that show. His pose and everything was good, so I talked to him, came up to him, asked him, what's happening. If
You met Rudy, you seen Rudy, you peeped him, and is that what made you want to do it, or?
Yeah, because I knew that he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? I knew he knew what he was doing. I could just tell. He was a personal trainer there at the time, but he was just, I don't know. He inspired me. He inspired me to do something, because he believed that I can be something if I wanted to be in that. Because I was already working out all the time. I wasn't doing nothing with it. So I was doing something with it. It was making me happy, but if I wanted to have fun with the type of thing, so it was a sport that he introduced me to, and then from there it was on, man.
So you didn't start bodybuilding per se until after your prime.
Correct. Yeah.
So do you feel that detrimented you at all, or how do you feel that affected you? Do you feel that it would have benefited you to possibly start working out before? How do you think that works?
It could have. It could have. The one thing I do realize is, I don't have stretch marks. I've always did push-ups, dips, especially when you have nothing. Just just a chair. You know what I mean? So I just have a chair, smoke, and listen to some music, and then I'll just do dips, push-ups, just continue doing it, and just do it until I burn myself out. I was just tired, or maybe that song I played it 2, 3, 4 times in a row until I was just done. You know what I mean? But my first set of weights, I actually I took them from this guy who I didn't take them from him, but he was there. He was doing nothing with them.
Okay.
So, and it went 2 years like that, and the weights was just sitting there. So one day, he was took the weights home, carried that thing all the way home, and then I started doing curls every single day. Before that, I would just use a bar with a brick on each side just to do curls. That's how I know that you can use anything to work out. People think you have to have, if there's no weights or something, you can't do nothing. You can work out.
You can figure it out if you really want to do this thing. That's inspiring. So just from the sound of it, bro, it sounds like you know what it's like to come from nothing, to have nothing.
Yeah.
Do you think Because when you look at athletes in other sports, you know, basketball players, football players, baseball players, the guys that are really, really fucking good at what they do, they come from a troubled past, from a childhood that you just don't necessarily, from a neighborhood you don't want to be in, shit like that. Do you feel that benefits, or do you feel that could hurt?
It depends. I'd say it's a mind thing, if you're mentally strong. I mean, I didn't grow up in the worst neighborhood. I wasn't like, we had a house. My parents had properties and stuff like that. But I was never materialistic, So I mean, it was just like, I was a kid, so growing up, sometimes even close from the secondhand store. 'Cause I was gonna go through it anyways.
Right.
I understand that now. Because I come, get new clothes, come home with holes in it the next day. So it's just like, get some clothes from secondhand stores cheaper, and then you can go through them anyway. So so I've always, I'm good with minimum. I don't need name brand stuff like that to make me feel good. But I say everything's a mental thing. The struggle. If you let what's happened to you affect you, it holds you back. I learned from that, and and build from there. You know what I mean? I use that as a platform to work off of again.
I hear you. So let's get to some more of your accreditations and why you do what you do. So is what you do more of a bro science thing, just from what you picked up from what people have told you, or do you have degrees? Do you have certs and this type of thing? What's going on with that?
I went to take a course, NFPT, for personal trainer. I got that course through, passed that. I learned a lot from that. Even the way I work out now is different. More mind connection, mind and muscle connection, instead of just going through the motions. And knowing that, I feel like that helped me with my last prep.
We understand that bodybuilding takes a toll on your life, and it makes you go through shit and having to handle things, and some people can't handle it, some people can't deal with that. So how does that affect your personal life? How with your wife, with the kids, how does that go? How many kids? How many? Your wife? What's going on? Tell me a little bit about your life.
Yeah. So I'm married. I got 4 kids. Like 12, 9, 4, and like a 15-month-old baby. And I always got to make sure that what I want to do doesn't affect them, my time with them. So I wake up 4 in the morning, go to the gym while they're still asleep, and then that's what, by the time they wake up, I'm already home. My wife's helping my wife to get the kids ready to go for school. Then if it's like Sundays or something like that, same thing. I wake up before they're up. I don't like them waiting for me, so I can do what I want to do. To me, it feels like a job, the bodybuilding thing, but a job I like to do. You know what I mean? But it really, in reality, right now it's just a hobby. You know what I mean? But it is a big part of me. It can affect you. When you're on a meal prep, you can't eat certain foods, so you can only eat certain things, and while everyone else is eating something else, so you can get grumpy, have an attitude. And then more of all, the wife is the one that goes through most of it, helping you with the meal preps. In reality, she ends up having to take care of the kids more, because like close to my gym, close to my shows, I gotta start doing more time. I gotta start doing an hour of just cardio, and I still gotta work out. You know what I mean? I gotta practice posing. So she helps me with all that as well. Kind of watches me as a mirror, tells me what I should work on more. But even with work, I gotta separate that from work as well. I have a full-time job as well, so I gotta make sure I separate that from that. So it can't affect it, but you just know how to organize your time, and it'll work out.
So let me break that down just real fast for every motherfucking lazy, all the kids. This man, full-time job, works out more than half the motherfuckers you'll ever meet in your entire life, competes, has a family, and still finds the time to do what he needs to do. We all have the same 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. I want to point that out. We have the same 24 hours. What you do with that is on you. Man, that is, I can't even, but all right. With that being said, why bodybuilding?
It's like an art. You know, I'm learning more about it, but I just like the weights. I like to be around the gym. I like, I just went to Mr. Olympia, man, and that was like super inspiring. You know, just to really see the pros up there, battling and learning what they do, and to look better, and they come back better every year. I smoked for a lot of years, cigarettes, for like 15, 20 years. I smoked cigarettes for a long time. And I knew if I wanted to bodybuild, that was something I was going to have to let go if I wanted to be able to be better. So, once I let that go about 3 years ago, to be able to do what I'm doing now, that's how I knew that bodybuilding was for me. You know, I was already doing everything that we do. I just learned more about it, the details of it, the style of it. You know, so it wasn't nothing different for me as far as anything I had to change, other than just to look better on stage.
If you had to give any advice to the up and comer out there right now that's making his way, it's going to be his first time on stage, what is the one piece of advice you would give them right now?
Eat, diet right. You gotta be 100 with it, man. You gotta commit to it. There's no shortcuts. If you cheat, one cheat meal, man, in the reality, you're just cheating yourself out of everything. You know what I mean? You have to learn. You want to learn how your body works. Definitely got to stay focused, and you gotta when you're sleeping because you don't feel like getting up to go to the gym that day. Your opponent is at the gym right there at that moment. You know what I mean? When you're sleeping, he's catching them games. So you gotta be 100 with it. And lots of practicing. You gotta practice your poses, your breathing, and learn it and smile. You gotta smile on that stage. You gotta show the judges that you're having fun up there, that you're not up there and you're scared. Even if it's your first time, you know what I mean. Go up there, man, like you own the stage. You work. People do preps for months, man. You gotta go up there and go and show everything you've been working out for.
What is your goal in bodybuilding? What is the end all result for Zeus?
Definitely want to go to amateur Olympia. I'm with B Alpha, and I've been growing with them for a minute, and I'll always stay with them. There's not other sponsors or anything that would interest me, because it's not even about. I don't get paid. It's not like I get paid, and it's a family thing that we have going on. And as a team, we're fam. We're building up. We're building together. We have weeds that are getting pulled out here and there, but we're pretty stable right now. The athletes, we got some great ambassadors, and so I feel like I'm the older one in as far as the men, and the alphas and the athletes, and I like to after this last show, I feel like I got to continue to inspire them as well. I got to show them that it can be done. There's no excuses, fuck excuses and shit, You just got to get it done and go out there and get it. So I definitely want to get my pro card. That's definitely my goal within these next 2 years.
All right.
Get my pro card. 2020, hopefully, some good comes around. Got the Samson show coming back around. So honestly, man, I wish I could just bodybuild all day. Meaning like not just lift weights all day, but lift weights, help other people work out, get a gym, as a team, get it, to where we can all do what we want to do. Flex, have no shirts on when we work out, you know, and just and feel comfortable, you know. So yeah, definitely watching each other pose and having our sessions that we do, it helps a lot.
Yes, that atmosphere is completely different. So for those that are training with a team versus those training without a team, do you, because you've done both obviously, with a team, without a team, where do you feel your gains were most made?
Oh, definitely with my team. Yeah, because the motivation, you know, everyone has different knowledge, you know, so we share our knowledge with each other. You know, if we have issues or whatever, we talk about that and we share that, and everyone throws out tips, you know, something that might help. And so, like I said, everyone knows something different. We have dietitians on our team, personal trainers that got years and years on this, and so I feel that's a lot of knowledge there.
Lastly, here I want to get your idea. Obviously, we do a lot of smoking. That's what this behind this channel really is. Do you feel a benefit coming from being around cannabis, using cannabis products, whether that be THC, CBD, edibles? Do you feel that it hinders? Do you feel that it helps grow? What are your ideas behind it?
Well, I can't speak for him, but for me, it's a focus thing. You know, I smoke right before I go in, and to me, it just puts me in a tunnel vision of what I want to do. Focus, and I see my goals at the end of that tunnel. Yeah, I can work out with or without it. You know what I mean? But I have fun smoking and working out. So being blown like that, it you know, I'm not gonna hurt myself.
Right.
You know, I'm careful with weight. Safety is always the number one thing when it comes to weights, no matter what. So I'm always safe. You know, accidents can happen. So I'm not gonna say that I haven't hurt myself a couple times. You know, but to me it helps. It relaxes me. You know what I mean? Also, so I can go in there and I'm relaxed. You know, opposed to just having pre-workout in me where my heart rate's going up. You know, so good music, smoking weed and weights to me is a good mix. So some people, if you don't want to smoke because you know you feel like it might hurt your lungs or something like that, or you know mess with your breathing, you can eat the edibles too if you just want to have that body high. You know, so but benefit, I guess it depends on the person.
All right. Well, shit. Go ahead. Give us your handles. How can they get in touch with you if they want to train with you? How can people get a hold of you?
Oh, Instagram, Jesus.Gutierrez.908.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and put that shit on the screen right here too for y'all, so you know all links there for you. Zeus, bro, I thank you for coming through today, speaking your mind on some issues, letting us get behind what you do on a day-to-day and your mindset behind it. We truly appreciate your time on this. I know you probably got to fucking get a meal in real quick, go hit some fucking cardio, whatever the fuck you got to do. So I truly appreciate you. Any last things you want to say, anything that you want to leave to the people?
Just stay focused, do what you want to do, and have fun while you do it, that's for sure. Yeah.
Good shit. Hey, again, I appreciate you, Mama.
No problem, man.
Again, hit us up, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Zeus, we are here. Realist Freaking Baby, you know where to find us. YouTube, iTunes, we there. Stay up, love you. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in for the latest episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave your messages, leave your questions, anything you want to say. What do you want to see on the next, series on here? Let us know. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Alpha Squad. That's what we do. Thank you for tuning in.